You could be having the most awesome products and not making enough sales. You could be doing your best, marketing so hard, and yet you're not making enough sales. Well, trust me, you're not alone in this, and tons of businesses, especially small and medium businesses, are facing this same issue. So, here are 10 reasons why this could be happening to you and what you could do about it. Reason is that you do not have an irresistible offer. So an irresistible offer is an offer that looks like heaven sent to a specific kind of people. And what I mean by that is that when they see this type of offer, they say, oh my god, this is what I have been looking for, and I cannot allow this pass me by. So most of the time, most people do not have that. So what exactly is an irresistible offer? Basically, it is your product plus bonuses that help your product get your customer get more from the product they are buying, and at a good price, then with a good promise. Basically, you need four things to create an irresistible offer. You need a product, you need bonuses, you need a price to be at the right price, and then you need your promise. Now your promise is basically a guarantee or whatever it is you're telling your customer. This is the time frame in which you should expect results. This is what you should do if you have to expect if you want to get results, and what actually happens if you do not get results. So if you have your promise set, then definitely you're gonna have everything covered, right? So learning how to create an irresistible offer it could be a make or break for your business, because if you do not have an offer people are willing to buy, you will have less sales. People do not want to buy products, they want to buy solutions. You don't know who this offer is irresistible to, right? So a lot of people make this mistake of just thinking that once I have a product, I should be making a lot of sales, right? People want to buy product. No, the thing is, even if somebody is buying shoes, I buy Nike shoes. I'm not buying Nike shoes because I'm buying Nike shoes. I'm buying Nike shoes because there's a desire in mind. Maybe I want to run the marathon, or maybe I want to do I want to impress somebody, or maybe I just want to look good. So you have to face those desires, and who are the kind of persons that desire such things. So you have to be able to identify who is my offer irresistible to. Even if you sell long life and prosperity, like we like to say, not everybody will buy it. So there are two things that has to be present for your offer to be irresistible to somebody. First is that they need to desire what your offer is, which means they need to be interested in what it is you are offering and how you're offering it as well. They need to be interested, because if they're not interested, then basically they are not interested in whatever you have to say, and no matter how hard you hit it, they are not going to pay you, they are not going to want to come near you to do anything. And this is a major problem with WhatsApp vendors. They keep posting the same thing to the same people on their status, and some of these people are not interested. You have just a huge majority of them are not interested. You need to be able to reach out to people who are interested, find those interested people. That's the first thing. The second thing is, can these interested persons actually afford what it is I'm selling? So you don't just need them to be interested, you need them to actually make money, have the money to be able to afford what it is you're selling. Because if they are just interested but they don't have money, well, there's no way they can still get it. So it's a 50 plus 50, which 100%. 50% they have to be interested, 50% they need to have the means to get what it is you're selling, right? That is the second thing you need. You need to know who your offer is irresistible to, and whoever your offer has to be irresistible to, they have to be interested and they have to be able to pay. Number three is that you chase after people who are interested but cannot afford it. And that is exactly what I just covered in the previous step. But a lot of people keep doing this, right? You see, especially, again, I go back to WhatsApp vendors, people who sell on WhatsApp, people who sell on Instagram. You see them saying, please buy my market, otherwise this and that will happen. And it's absolutely wrong, because you're dealing with people who are interested but they cannot pay. A lot of the things you sell are cool, their stuff, maybe everyday stuff, nice clothes and all that, but they cannot pay because probably they just bought some from you a couple of weeks back, so they don't have the money to pay for another one, right? So you have to get new people, and most people do not know that this is a major reason why they are not making enough sales. You have to be able to get new people. You have to be able to get people who can afford what it is you're selling. No matter how little the thing you're selling, you have to be able to get people who can afford it and are willing to actually afford it. So that is where understanding exactly who your customer is and how you produce the solution to them. Number four is that you do not have new leads, you don't have any source of traffic sending leads to you, and this is where advertising comes in. You have to run ads if you really want to make sales, and you want to make sales fast, then you have to run ads. But if you're interested in doing it, the slow way, and then you don't really need ads because you can just go organically pitch to people and all that. But if you really want to make sales and you want to make a lot of money in a shorter amount of time, then definitely you need to know how to run Facebook advertising, Google advertising, TikTok advertising, native advertising, LinkedIn, and the rest. Whatever gets you sales, whatever gets you leads, whatever gets you traffic, you need to be able to run that so you can reach new people who are interested and have the ability to pay for your product, your service, your offer. So this is one major reason, because you have a lot of people who keep reaching the same 50 or 60 people in their WhatsApp group, or the same number of people who are seeing their status, or the same number of people on their Instagram, and they keep expecting sales to happen. And it doesn't work like that. Sales is a game of numbers. The more people you can reach, the more you're likely to make any sales. So you have to know how to advertise. And if you can advertise yourself, you can reach out to an advertising agency and they can help you pick out the heavy load. In short, as a business owner, you should be able to delegate a huge amount of your business out from your own hands, so that you can actually focus on what's important. So if you're unable to run ads right by yourself, you can reach out to my agency, Sell Better Marketing Solutions. We can take you up, get a 15 minutes consultation call where we'll discuss with you and find a good package that works for you and be able to give you sales and give you solution. The fifth reason is poor pitching and delivery. So a lot of people do not know that they are one of the reasons why they're not making sales is how they try to pitch their customers. So a lot of them try to force their product down on the customers. Number one, they're already dealing with customers who may not be interested or who may not be able to afford their products. But even those who are interested and can afford it, they deliver and pitch to them the wrong way. So you should not deliver to people as if they are doing you a favor. You should know that you are solving problems for them, right? Like we said, that you have to be able to identify what it is they desire. So if you know that this person desires ABC, then you know that you're solving a particular problem for them. And when you know you're solving a particular problem for them, you can come from that angle and say, okay, hi, you know that this thing is going to help you do ABC, so what is making you procrastinate on it, right? You now know that, okay, your offer is helping them solve that, and so focus on the problem your offer is helping them to solve, and not on them paying you money, and help them see how fast your offer helps them solve that problem or helps them get that desire or whatever it is. The seventh reason is zero follow-up. Like, so many people do not have any way of following people up. So if somebody comes, they say they're interested, and they end up not buying, and which is very, very common. Most times a new customer will take about 7 different touch points before they can buy from you. Basically what that means is they need to hear from you about 7 different times before they make a buying decision. So you not having a means of following up, or not even following up on your customers simply because they turn down and say, okay, I don't want to buy right now, is is a very, very wrong marketing decision. You need to be able to follow up on your customers. You need to be able to reach out to them, tell them, hey, I've got new stuff you should check out, or hey, I'm giving out this discount, or whatever it is. You have to follow up. When you're not following up, you're leaving a huge amount of money on the table, right? So let's say you get 100 people and you show them your products and 3 buy right there, and you have about 97 people that you can follow up. For most people, they just ignore them and go and look for another 100, and this is very wrong. You should have a system where you capture their information so you can always reach out to them. Number 8 reason is that you don't use discounts or seasons. You don't make use of discounts or seasons. So one very important and interesting way to actually get a lot of sales is to make use of discounts, right? Once in a while you can just come up to them and say, hey, I'm giving 0% discount on this for so number of people to grab it, right? This is you making a discount. This is you trying to encourage them to make payment, right? So you have to be able to make these discounts. You have to also be able to use seasons, right? So if you look at big companies, for example, Jumia, Konga, and the rest of them, they make use of seasons very well. They have what do you call this now, Black Friday, right? That's one of the most beautiful selling period, and they make so much money during that period. And you should too, as a small business owner, learn how to do giveaways, Valentine Day promotions, and the rest of them. You need to know how to use all these promotions. You need to know how to make money from these seasons, right? It doesn't matter what the season is, Father's Day, Mother's Day. Learn how to create discounts and use these seasons to make sales faster. Number 9 reason is that you are not building a list. Now, remember we talked about follow up, but to follow up, you need to have the details of these people. So building a list is very important for 2 reasons. Number 1, it helps you reach, sorry, for 3 reasons. Number 1, it helps you reach those people for free, which means if you were running ads, you don't need to run ads again to reach those same people and show them your products, show them your services, show them whatever it is you have, show them your offer. Number 2 is that it helps you follow them up. It helps you follow them. So when you have a list, you can easily reach out to them and follow up, and more people will buy. So you reduce the amount of money you're leaving on the table. In some of the products I've sold, I've had people who have been on my list for the last 5 months and they have not bought from me. And then one day I do an offer, and I give them a discount, and they rush it and they buy from me. So it happens like that. If you really want to make a lot of sales, you have to be to have a list. And number 3 is that it helps you have your own database. So what basically I mean by database is your own let's say real estate, digital real estate, right? So a digital real estate is your list of buyers. Now the thing is, once people know, like, and trust you, they don't just buy once from you, they can make repeat purchases. So if you have a way of contacting people, you have a list of people, maybe it's your email list or your WhatsApp list, where you can keep contacting these people. It helps so much because this is now your real estate. It's a source of perpetual income for you, as long as you keep giving this people value and they keep desiring what it is you want. Number 10 is that you're not playing in the right field. So this is a very common one. You see a lot of people playing in the wrong field, and I'm going to look at it from 2 different angles. The first angle I'm going to be looking at it from is that you're playing in a low leverage field. So if you really want to make a lot of sales, you want to make a lot of money, you need to play in a high leverage field. And what that means is, if you're Nigerian, listen to this, right? The Lagos Ibadan Expressway, or just about any other place where you can find hold up, you will see all these people who hawk soft drinks, bread, biscuits, and so many things. Now you see the danger these guys are putting themselves in, but you need to look at how much profit they're making. Some of them are making 10-20 naira profit on each of these products, and they're under the sun from 7 a.m 6 a.m till 6-7 in the evening, right? So if you look at the whole day, probably made what do you call it, they've probably made an interest of profit, of maybe 100 or 500 naira, 1000 naira. It's not worth it, right? Because they are playing in a low leverage field. So, and a high leverage field would have been a perfect example of, let's say you're a vulcanizer, right? You fix tires, and a very beautiful way to do this and turn this into a high leverage skill is to make videos like this, talk about problems people faces, types of tires they should buy, what tires they should avoid, how to save the tires, and all that. Get known as the number 1 person for tires in your place and charge higher prices. So where your competitor is fixing tires for 100 naira, you can fix tires for 1000 naira, give premium, turn it into an offer and all that, and you now have an awesome service, right? An awesome offer that people are paying higher for, and it's now high leverage, because on a single tire you fix, you've made maybe, let's say, profit of 500 naira. So let's say you just fix just 10 in a day, right? 10 in a day, you've made 5,000 naira, which is a lot more better than the person who is hawking. Number one, you just sit down there, somebody comes, you do the work, and you're back to relax, and you're not having to stand under the sun for 12 hours, trying to make 500 now. So the second way in which you can do this is the second way in which you can do this, apart from leveraging high income fields, the second way you can do this is switching your market. So a lot of people still make this mistake. For example, a few days ago, I was walking into my school, and I saw a woman who was selling face masks, and it got me thinking, like, are people still buying face masks? I've rarely seen anybody buying face mask, walking up and down in quite a while. So I was very surprised that somebody is still selling face masks, because it didn't make sense to me. So a real marketer, a real business person would have changed fields, right? Nobody is really buying this stuff. The demand has really, really dropped. Nobody is enforcing it anymore. So why are you still selling it, right? If you're smart, you should have changed fields, look for something else, and sell. So you should not keep playing in a field where there is no demand, right? Do not play in a field, do not play in a market where the demand is low. You're not going to make a lot of money. So if you really want to make sales, these are the 10 things you should implement. So in our next, I'm going to be here next, and I'm going to talk about how you can run Facebook ads so that you can get leads, a lot of leads coming to you, and making a lot of money. So watch out for the next video, and see you in the next one. Cheers.